Hello, happy Halloween, people. What's up? I'm still here, even though it's Halloween. I did not get scared away by the news, but I don't know, maybe it'll scare you. And to talk with me about all the news and stuff going on, if there is any news, we'll find out here together. I have a couple stories, but with me, I have the one, the only, Joey Cannoli, and his camera's not even here. Why would it do this to me? Hello? Why would it do this to me? I need to copy his link. Perhaps it did this to Nora yesterday too. It should just be one link, but it changed the link for some reason. And then Joey needs to unmute himself. Oh wait, can Joey not hear me?
I hear you.
Oh, hello, Joey. Where's your Halloween costume? I got my Halloween. I'm going to Shaggy. Look, I got my Halloween costume. Wait, you can't see the pants. There you go.
I could go with Shaggy too, I guess, but I don't. I don't do that anymore. I'm a grown up.
Well, I'm going trick-or-treating with a small child, so I had a costume.
Well, I suppose I can go trick-or-treating with my nephew, but I'd rather not after last year.
Yeah, Bella has a younger sister, and we're gonna take her trick-or-treating after she gets off work.
Yay!
Yay! What do you mean? Halloween's like the best. Halloween is like the #1 holiday in my house. My mother always like goes all out. The whole house is actually decorated Halloween 365 days a year. So
Wow.
there's like spooky stuff all over the house all year. So and we have done a few times where we get a black Christmas tree. So, but hello, Joey. Do you have any plans today?
No, other than playing video games.
What Vigima games are you doing? Spooky Vigima games?
No.
No, just Vigima games?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just another day.
Just another day for you.
It's just another day.
Just another day? How is this just another day for you, Joey, when we're about to have like the world's biggest food riots on our hands?
I don't know.
How quickly do you think the food riots will start? You give it a week? You give it a few days?
Depends on how hungry they are.
Depends on how hungry they are.
It might not be everyone's anticipating food riots. They might be too hungry to riot. And like, my tummy hurt.
That's what I think TJ was saying that too. They're like, but what if they get malnourished and don't riot? And I'm like, but that's the thing. They'll steal your food. They won't be malnourished.
Don't steal my food.
What are you gonna? You can't defend yourself. You're in New York.
Who's gonna come up to the 19th floor in an apartment building to randomly
Hungry
find
people.
me? Oh please, there's many places they'll stop by first.
I'm just messing with you. I have more to worry about. I did see some stuff online. There was like people questioning whether or not they should cancel Halloween because of the potential food riots. They're like, do you like, because there's people that have like haunted houses and stuff like that, and they're like, do you really want people walking through your house right before we get like food riots? And it's like, dude, just don't have them walk in your house.
What a capitalist society we live in that we can hand out candy and stuff while people are literally starving to death.
I know. Yeah, that all these people worried about food riots and stuff like that, or not worried about they're all worried about not having food. What they need to do, right, is they need to get their best costume, and then they need to go house to house and get as much candy as possible and stock up for the month. And hold out until the government shutdown finally ends.
They could just dress like the homeless people that they are and just put like a nice little fancy hat on and be like, "What are you?" Be like Robin Hood.
Robin
and Robin Hood.
No, you get your nice what's called homeless clothing. You know, you rip it up a little bit more, and then when someone asks what you are, you're like, "Oh, I'm a zombie." Technically, they won't be wrong. I mean, you see some of these fentanyl addicts; they look like freaking zombies.
Give me candy before I eat your brains.
Yeah, literally, they will. Watch out; they get crazy. All right. Well, I didn't really look for news. Typically on Fridays, I find news live. So that's what we'll do a little bit. But I do have a few stories pulled up that we can talk about. Like this first one, I kind of I want to see a little bit about this. Let's transition over to this window. This first story. Wait, I gotta click this fancy schmancy button over here. First story is from the Associated Press. Apparently, King Charles III has stripped his brother Prince Andrew of titles and has evicted him from his royal residence. So I thought this was funny because this has been happening over the last week. But now it's starting to get published by like American sources. Or more American sources, because there was some like a bunch of British outlets, and I don't really read their outlets. Not that Associated Press is like super American, but apparently King Charles on Thursday stripped his disgraced brother Prince Andrew of his remaining titles and evicted him from his royal residence after weeks of pressure to act over his relationship with sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Buckingham Palace said. So this is over Epstein. He got his titles removed, and he's been evicted from the royal residence because of his relationship with Epstein. What do you think they know? Do you think the what's his name? King Charles? Do you think King Charles will do anything to his brother beyond this? Like, dude, you're a pedophile. Go to prison. Or do you think it'll stop here? This is as far as he'll go.
No, you have to share this screen so I can see it.
Oh, okay. Well, I was telling you anyway. So Prince Andrew, he's had all his titles stripped. He's no longer Prince, so he is now just former Prince Andrew.
He's no longer Prince. He's just Andrew.
He's now just Andrew. You can maybe call him former Prince, like people like to refer to Joe Biden as former President Joe Biden.
The Andrew formerly known as Prince.
Yeah, the Andrew formerly known as Prince Andrew. So yeah, he's now been he's had his titles revoked, and they evicted him from his royal residence. I did see some reporting saying that he was trying to squat on the premises. He was trying to like avoid the removal. But I think it's going through. But yeah, so it says here that it's directly related to his relationship with sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, according to the Buckingham Palace. After the king's rare move, which follows years of shameful scandals, he will be known as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, and not as a prince. He will have to vacate his royal lodge mansion near Windsor Castle. Demand has been growing on the palace to oust the prince from royal lodge after he surrendered his use of the title Duke of York earlier this month over new revelations about his friendship with Epstein and renewed sexual abuse allegations by one of Epstein's victims. Virginia Roberts Giuffre, whose posthumous memoir hit bookstores last week. But the king went even further to punish him for serious lapses of judgment by removing the titles of prince that he had held since birth as a child of a monarch, the late Queen Elizabeth II. These censures are deemed necessary, notwithstanding the fact that he continues to deny allegations against him. This is from the palace. Their Majesties wish to make clear that their thoughts and utmost sympathies have been and will remain with the victims and survivors of any forms of abuse. I mean, they're not with the people that Tyler Robinson was exposing, but or not. Well, not Tyler Robinson. What was his name? Something Robinson. It's not Tyler Robinson.
People with the same names.
I know. There's all these common names, man. Name your kid something unique. Fuck's sake. You know who I'm talking about, though. The guy that was going around exposing the Muslim rape gangs, and then he got thrown in jail.
Tommy Robinson.
Tommy Robinson. Yeah. See, I knew. See, that's why I got mixed up. Not only was it the same last name, they both sound like the same fucking Tyler. Tommy. It's close enough.
Yeah. Tyler was exposing.
Tyler was exposing an open hole in someone's neck, and then Tommy was exposing rape gangs in another country.
Mm-hmm. Then the left celebrates one and not the other.
Yeah, but keep in mind that in the UK, they only go after white people nowadays. So this kind of does fall in line with what they've been doing. But now it's reached the highest levels now. Even the brother is not safe. Even the brother of the king's not safe. But let's see. It is the most unprecedented for a British prince or princess to be stripped of that title. It last happened almost over 100 years ago, 106 years ago in 1919, when Prince Ernest Augustus, who was a UK royal, also a Prince of Hanover, had his British title removed for siding with Germany during World War I. Wow.
Whoops.
I didn't know that. That's funny. I mean, where's he supposed to go? And also, like, do they have evidence that he actually did do these things then? Because I don't know, like, if it's just allegations and they remove his title, like, you and I know, because we keep up, we're in the know, you know? He probably is one of these people that Jeffrey Epstein was trafficking to or for. But what does the royal palace know? Like, what does the king know? We're like, no, dude, you need your title stripped.
I like how the royal palace will strip him of this stuff, but then when it comes to the pressure on actually like fixing the migrant system, they just won't do nothing.
Well, no, they're gonna throw him to the migrants. That's where he'll be on the streets with them now.
Hey, buddy.
Like, hey, buddy, you used to be a prince, huh?
You know Prince no more.
Dude, imagine the heckling you'd get in town, dude. If I saw him, I'd be like, "Hey, what's up, Normie?" Just to mess with them, you know.
Sup, bro?
You're just a normal like the rest of us.
Yeah, hey Normie, how you doing, bro?
You doing, bro? But so I don't know. Hopefully, more comes from this because this guy does need to be held accountable more than just having his title stripped. If he actually did do stuff, I mean, he needs to be in prison. It's just like all the rest of these powerful people that are in positions like this. Or well, he was in a position like this, but anyway,
This has the makings for a great sitcom.
a great sitcom, yeah, like the Royal Palace, like strip. Like my brother was accused of being a Jeffrey Epstein client. Strip him of his titles, remove him from the palace.
It's just now for former Prince Andrew needs a roommate.
Rob Schneider is former Prince Andrew's roommate.
He's a stapler.
He's a stapler. Rob Schneider's a carrot. But it says toppling a prince. Goofrey's brother declared victory for his sister who died by suicide in April at the age of 41. She did not die by suicide. Fuck you, Associated Press. She did not die by suicide.
Well, that's the official story, Junior.
She died by suicide, just like Jeffrey Epstein. Just like Jeffrey Epstein, she did not kill herself. We all know this. But today, an ordinary American girl from an ordinary American family brought down a British prince with her truth and extraordinary courage. Her brother, Sky Roberts, said in a statement to the BBC. Andrew faced a new round of public outrage after emails emerged earlier this month showing he had remained in contact with Epstein longer than he previously admitted. Of course he did. I mean, how else is he supposed to get these girls if he's not in contact? That news was followed by publication of Nobody's Girl by Goofrey, who alleged that she had sex with Andrew when she was 17. The book detailed 3 alleged sexual encounters with Andrew, who she said acted as if he believed having sex with me was his birthright. Andrew, 65, has long denied Goofrey's claims, but stepped down from royal duties after a disastrous November 2019 BBC interview in which he attempted to rebut her allegations. Andrew paid millions in an out-of-court settlement in 2022 after Goofrey filed a civil suit against him in New York. While he didn't admit wrongdoing, he acknowledged Goofrey's suffering as a victim of sex trafficking. Well, why would he do such a large payout if he didn't do anything? And beyond that, this is the same guy that said that he doesn't sweat. He has a condition where he doesn't sweat, and then it got exposed. He actually has a condition that makes him sweat profusely. Like, it was the complete opposite.
Wow, you could always expect if these people say something that it's the opposite.
Yeah, usually it is. And then the other thing, too, is, like, it's not just it's the opposite. What it is they'll accuse you of doing what they're actually doing, and we see this a lot in politics today. They'll accuse you of being the fascist, and then they'll enact a Prop 50 vote in California to remove your your representation in the state. So you're the fascist for not wanting that.
We see it almost every freaking day.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, yep. Let's see what else does it say. The move by the king means Andrew will no longer be a prince or known as His Royal Highness, the Duke of York, Earl of Inverness, okay, or Baron Killalay. All titles he had held until now. Also gone are honors that include Order of the Garter and status as Knight Grand Cross of the Victorian Order. Dang, just all of this stuff. He's no longer a knight either, Joey. He's no longer a Knight of the Grand Cross of the Victorian Order, whatever the that is.
You know what? All these grand titles just sound racist. I'm just gonna say they're racist.
They're all racist, and they're all participation trophies.
It all sounds like they're like the Grand Wizard and the KKK or something. Just like the Grand Victorian Shepherd of the Sheep.
It is, yeah. His Royal Highness was the Grand Shepherd of the Royal Sheep.
Oh, my lord, I'm Grand Shepherd of the Royal Sheep.
Look, if I was royalty, that's the title I would want. I would want it bestowed upon me by your Royal Highness Cannoli. King Cannoli.
Oh.
You are now royal guard of the shepherd of the sheep.
The shepherd of the sheep, which must be protected from the migrants.
Oh yes, protect them from the migrants, except for when they're small children. Then let them roam around in groups and do as they please.
Yeah.
Yep.
Basically.
Man, so we'll talk about a spooky Halloween tonight for the UK. Does the UK celebrate Halloween?
I don't know.
I don't know. Let's assume they do for argument's sake, because I mean, talk about trick or treat, right? You could really get some candy, or you could get a real mean trick.
Oi, trick or treat, bruv.
Trick or treat, bruv. Trick or treat,
bruv.
Drop your pants.
Drop your pants to get me fitted, bruv.
Drop your pants. Time for a trick or a treat.
Bruv.
From favorite son to tabloid fodder, Andrew, who said to be his mother's favorite child, oh sure he was, had once been the poster boy for the royal family, and his romantic links to a number of models and starlets during his youth were widely chronicled in the British press. His star status peaked after he flew missions as a helicopter pilot in the Royal Navy during the 1982 Falklands War, when British forces sailed to the South Atlantic to eject the Argentine military and that had invaded the UK overseas territories. But he has also been dogged by decades of tawdry headlines about shady business deals, inappropriate behavior, and controversial friendships. Even as the Epstein scandal swirled, news broke that showed his damaged reputation and need for money led him to become entangled with a suspected Chinese spy. Andrew is expected to move to a property on the King's Sandringham estate near the northeast coast and receive private financial support from his brother. His ex-wife, Sarah Ferguson, who has been living with him in the 30-room mansion, will have to find a new home. So his ex-wife was living with him
30 rooms.
in 30. I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know what it is with these rich people. They get 30-room houses.
It's like a fucking Resident Evil mansion, bro. I'm just like, damn, bro.
Dude,
there's like one bathroom in this whole fucking house.
How much you want to bet? Like, there's some rooms you can walk into, and you're like, hey, when's the last time you walked into this room? You're like, I don't know, like 5 years. The only person that goes in here is the maid.
This is the room where I hide my trafficked children.
That's terrible, Joey.
What?
But the comment I wanted to make was that his brother must not think he did anything. This is clearly a publicity thing, because his brother is gonna let him live in another property near the northeast coast, and then he's going to receive private financial support directly from his brother. So his brother clearly doesn't have any wrongdoing here, right?
We're getting a lot of pushback. We need you to get away.
A lot of pushback. Apparently you may have... Oh. We just got the grunt birthday sound effect. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for hitting the like goal.
I can't hear none of
they
that.
must hire someone to go flush toilets on occasion. Yeah, that's actually probably not even a joke, Bach. They probably have to do that to just clean the pipes out every now and again, flush them through, you know? What would you do at 30 rooms, Joey? Because I would probably stop at like 5 or 6. Be like, I have my bedroom, I get like my exercise room, game room, kitchen, bathroom. Like, what else do you need after that? Like, I don't even, like, what, did they start having like yoga rooms, meditation rooms? This is my drug room. This is my collection room. Like,
this isn't my Kama Sutra room.
And then what? You have like fucking 20 guest rooms after that? Like, I don't know, how do you fill a house like this?
I don't know. I would just like destroy some of the rooms and make like a basketball court.
Right, knock out some walls and just do an indoor pool. Like, fuck, dude.
Yeah,
they probably do have that.
They probably have that in addition.
Yeah, in addition to the 3 outside pools.
You know, they let the help stay at those other 30 rooms probably.
No. They don't get to stay in the house. They have guest houses surrounding the main property.
No, I'd rather you just stay here out of convenience.
Out of convenience? What if I need you to clean my restroom at 1 a.m? And you really expect me to call you from the guest house?
It's my birthright. It's my birthright for you to clean my pipes.
It is my birthright to have you wipe my ass after I go to the restroom, after I go to the loo.
It is. I'll tell you it is my birthright for you to turn auto gain off.
It is. Shut up, Joey. Hang on, I'm blind. I'm not wearing my glasses. Oh shit! I can't see without my glasses. I actually can't see. Fuck.
Put your fucking
Audio
eyes on.
settings. Look,
Put 'em on for a second.
I'm kind of blind. Okay.
Get one of those little sticks where they have a little.
Oh, now
mic.
you're really quiet. Hang on. Now I gotta boost your audio. There you go. Talk.
Wow.
Perfect. All right. Hopefully you could talk over me now. Yeah, that's perfect. There we go.
Yeah, I always get little. It always reminds me when people start talking over me how the auto gain must be on.
Look, I talk over everybody. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I could be very overpowering when I want to talk over somebody, and
Well,
when it doesn't work, I get frustrated. I'm like, "What's happening here?"
Well, now you're nice and loud in my ear, so you can talk over me anytime you like, sir. Yes. Rar. Were there any stories that you had seen today? Because I have a couple more, but we can jump to them in just a second. I want to see if there's.
I was looking. I saw Dan Bongino and Kash Patel talking about a supposed credible threat of a terror attack this Halloween weekend.
Oh, I love those supposed possible terror attacks over the holiday weekend. Would the terrorist attack happen to be our SNAP recipients?
maybe that's what they're. Maybe that's why they're putting everyone on high alert.
Well, the government should be very afraid. These people know who's not giving them their free money. They're gonna go for the government. They're not going for me or you.
I don't. You know, we got to worry. We really need to worry about people snapping.
I'm gonna let you sit with that one for a minute, Joey. the puns are they're too good. Let's see.
It might snap, crackle, and pop.
Snap, crackle, and pop. Well, what is post millennial talking about today? What excellent news stories do we have on Halloween? Maryland.
There's one news story, bro. That one place that we used to frequent is starting their show, bro.
Yeah, that's a new thing they do on Fridays. And then I think it is taped, even though we're not allowed to tape things in the Discord. They can tape things in the Discord.
Oh, that is ironic that they're literally taping something in the Discord after
telling it. Oh, you didn't know that was no. It's taped,
I know,
and then it
I
gets
know.
posted later.
No, I know that. I didn't connect that together. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, we're
I just love how
allowed.
they. You know what? You can't do that idea. 2 weeks later, does the idea.
Yep.
It's like they were alerted. It's like they were like, oh, so like, give me like a three sentence summary on what happened in the Discord last week. Oh, these two goons are recording a show on the stage and then using it for and then Eureka! We could just get out of here sooner and record the Friday show and say we're doing it to build the community, bro.
Ridiculous. 4 GOP senators side with Dems and vote to oppose Trump's tariffs. Well, yeah, it's because Republicans don't do anything ever. Wait, what? This sounds funny.
We have the polling in New Jersey for the governor. It's neck and neck, so there's some momentum for New Jersey, perhaps. New York, not so much, but New Jersey.
Well, you saying New Jersey might actually get a Republican?
Yeah, it's some of the polls have it like at a deadlock.
Where did you see that?
This Fox News poll has it 49-48.
Oh, damn. Okay.
In favor of the Dem.
When does voting end?
Tuesday. Well, since it's tri-state area, it might end on like Thursday or Friday, but it's supposed to end on Tuesday.
That their deadline may be that, but we'll see if they actually hit the deadline.
Mm-hmm. I'm about to just start curating ballots for Curtis Lewa. Be like, and in a statistical improbability.
You just got to start registering your dog to vote like they were doing in California.
No, I'm just going to find a bunch of homeless people and just be like, I'll give you some fucking fentanyl if you vote for them.
Yeah, and then if they don't want fentanyl, just offer them McDonald's. They'll take one or the other. All right. I found this article from the...
Just going to start bribing people with non-monetary things to vote for things. It's like, listen, I'm not giving them money.
No, it's Halloween. You got to walk up and like offer them candy. Be like, did you vote? No. If you go vote, I'll give you candy.
Yeah.
Give you
Since
chocolate.
you're homeless, you don't need to knock on a door. I'll just give it to you. But you should vote first.
Out of respect, I'll knock on the concrete, or I'll knock on the tent pole that he has. His cardboard box.
Tent pole.
Some of them are tents. Some, well, maybe not where you are. I don't know.
Not a lot of tents in New York.
A lot of tents in LA.
I don't know what they do in the wintertime, man.
either
They just
freeze to
cuddle with
death
each other.
or that's usually when they end up in the shelters. They
They
just
got
kind of
like
deal
a
with
cuddle
it.
circle.
Yeah.
No, you know what they? I'll tell you what they do. They sleep in the fucking subway.
That too. Yeah, because it's not as cold down there.
Yeah,
Still
if you have a
cold, but
nice sweater and fuzzy socks, you can kind of make it. New York, New York,
wait, who's that? Can't read that. Bunker Studios and TV said, "Send me some ballots. I am creative."
That's
What?
down under. That's our Australian compadre.
Box said, "I forged a Vax card. Maybe I'll try a ballot." I do not condone this. I'm joking.
Do it.
Drug addicts love pineapple chunks for some reason. Do they? That sounds weird.
Pineapple chunks. Sounds like JFK's head after he got shot.
Sleep in the day, walk around at night. What, rage flowers?
That's what homeless do.
Oh, I mean, I thought that's what drug addicts do.
Probably as well. I mean, they kind of overlap.
There's a lot of overlap there. That mentally ill people.
Mm-hmm.
There's one guy that lives. Well, I say lives, but he doesn't have a house. He does.
Can you live without having a house?
He does live like on the side of the road right by my house, but it's weird because it's like a side street behind Walmart, and he's always sleeping during the day. And I did call 911 one day because I thought he had because he had a walker that was turned over, and he was just laying on his side in the dead heat, and it was hot as fuck out. So I called the cops, and I was like, "Hey, can you guys go check on this guy?" And I went and ran some errands, and then I was coming back the same way. And as I was coming back, I realized he was sleeping on a 2-liter jug of water, so he had put himself there. I was like,
Impressive.
okay. And he's there like every day. I don't know what it is. He just appeared one day, and he decided that that's the spot. And it's literally just on the sidewalk.
Oh my god, this is a bunch of nothing new stories.
That's what we've been dealing with all week, though, Joey. Like, all week has been like nothing stories. And I know if Stork's in the audience, he'll get a little salty at me saying that there's nothing stories. But it's like there's no stories for us to like sit here and talk about. Like I can pull up stories that are like, oh, this thing happened in this specific town that is irrelevant to everything you ever will do. Like I could bring up those kind of stories. Well, but we could talk about this one while we're looking around for news. Let's talk about this one from the post millennial. Illegal immigrant MS-13 suspect gets stuck on business sign during failed rooftop escape in Houston. Let me share this screen over to Joey. Let me pull this up. All right, here you go, Joey. So ICE identified the man as a 29-year-old Marlon Odir Gomez Hernandez, an illegal immigrant who had previously been arrested in El Salvador for aggravated extortion alongside 6 other suspected MS-13 members. Is this actually the picture? He's stuck on this like universal sign.
Sounds like it looks like some shit that would happen in like GTA San Andreas.
Just GTA in general. You're running from someone and you get stuck somewhere.
Is it glitch?
A suspected MS-13 gang member from El Salvador was arrested late last month after getting stuck on the sign of a Houston area business while trying to run from federal immigration officers, according to Immigration and Customs Enforcement. ICE identified the man as 29-year-old. We already read his name. I'm not going to read his whole name again. Marlon Hernandez, an illegal immigrant who had previously been arrested in El Salvador for aggravated extortion along 6 other suspected MS-13 members. Authorities said Gomez was spotted during a targeted enforcement operation on October 27th in the Houston area. When officers approached, he allegedly took off running, ducking into a laundromat and climbing through ceiling tiles to access the roof. From there, he tried to scale down the building, but became stranded on the business's large outdoor sign. Wow. So Universal Laundry. He got stuck on Universal Laundry. Look, we're just trying to launder all these immigrants out of the country. Like he's trying to do his part. I mean,
so poetic.
Do you think Democrats have any blame here regarding the illegals running? Because we've seen this since the start of all these deportations. A lot of people have been telling them to run and to avoid the law enforcement. Do you think that Democrats or people saying that are partly to blame for this? Encouraging them to just run?
I mean, Democrats encourage them to run towards this country. So
Run towards this country and then run away from the law enforcement trying to get you out of it.
Yep.
Let's see. ICE officers eventually brought him down safely. Gomez was taken into custody and transferred to the Montgomery Processing Center in Conroe, where he remains pending the outcome of his immigration case. We'll just send him home. Just get him out of here. Once again, an illegal alien put the local community in danger by recklessly fleeing from ICE officers who were simply enforcing immigration laws that have been on the books for decades, said Brett Bradford, ICE's Houston field office director. Unfortunately, this has become a daily occurrence for our officers here in Houston, thanks to the violent rhetoric being spewed by elected officials encouraging illegal aliens to resist enforcement of the same laws they established. The incident comes amid a broader ICE crackdown in Texas on violent criminal aliens and gang members. Man, too bad Matt Stork isn't here. I'm sure he'd have something to say about that.
He could be here if he wanted to and not be a simp for that one. Anyway,
I didn't invite him today, but I could have. Since
he
the
could be
start,
in the audience like a good friend, but
look. Anyway, since the start of President Donald Trump's administration, ICE Houston says it has arrested 356 illegal immigrant gang members, including MS-13 members in the region. Collectively, those arrested have entered the U.S. illegally over 1,400 times and racked up 1,685 criminal records, ranging from child sexual abuse and arson to theft and murder. Wait, of the 356 illegals, they entered the country more than 1,400 times.
a lot of times.
That would mean each one had to come in like 4 different times. How does it look? This is all intentional. We've talked about this repeatedly. The border crisis is intentional. You don't just let someone come back into the country 4 different times. That doesn't happen unless you want it to.
Yeah, and they'll talk about the deporter in chief, Barack Obama. Well, yeah, he deported so many people because they just came back in.
Yeah, you deport the same person 4 to 6 times. That'll make your numbers go up. Especially when you're. I mean, whatever. We all know this. ICE officials said that the operations are part of an ongoing federal initiative to remove what the agency calls the worst of the worst, focusing on criminal aliens, gang affiliates, and repeat border offenders. Despite attempts by some to undermine the courageous work being done by our officers, the brave men and women of ICE continue to put their lives on the line every day to arrest violent transnational gang members, foreign fugitives, and dangerous criminal aliens, said Gabriel Martinez, acting field office director for ICE Houston's enforcement and removal operations. Look, it's great. I love that they're doing this. It is a difficult job. I'm sure it's a dangerous job just being law enforcement in general. But we're not seeing the numbers that we want to. Joey and I bring this up often. We're just not seeing the numbers that we need to be seeing. It's great that they're doing what they are doing, but it's not enough. We're gonna get to the end of the Trump administration, and we won't even have more than 3 million deported.
We're gonna get to the end of the Trump administration, and then the post-Trump administration. They're gonna talk about all the great things they did, and they'll mention how the bureaucracy of Washington is why we couldn't get things done, because we kept listening to these stupid judges instead of, I don't know, just.
But Joey, don't worry, we'll get JD Vance. We'll get JD Vance.
Yeah, we'll get JD Vance, who, doesn't have an ounce of the charisma that Trump has. So he's probably just gonna get walked all over.
But he stood at a college campus in a auditorium, and he talked to college students that were unscripted for over an hour, Joey, in honor of Charlie Kirk. He did that the other day.
Yeah, and he gave a complete slop answer on why we give money to Israel.
Oh, but Tim loved the fact that he did that, because he said Vance 2028.
I bet he did love that.
He actually posted that on X. He said Vance 2028, replying to a tweet from Vance doing that. I just thought it was funny.
He gave a total fucking. Well, this administration isn't being taken. It's like, dude, they get dog-walked constantly by Israel. Like, are you serious? Like, come on, man.
Bunker Studios and TV said, is it just me, or does it feel like 99% of the crime is done by illegals, truck drivers, petty crime, shootings, etc.? No.
Not always.
Definitely
always.
not.
Yeah.
It's probably lower than maybe 10 or 5%. Like, it's not that high of a number. The fact is, the crime is that they came in here illegally, and they're taking up resources like SNAP benefits and health insurance, all stuff like that. So the real crime is that they're stealing from taxpayers and coming into the country illegally. the subsequent crimes aren't as often as a lot of people think.
Well, Tyler, I've been told that financial crimes aren't that big of a deal.
Well, it's not a financial crime if the government steals the money for you and then gives it to you.
Hey, the transferring of money is not a big deal in comparison to violence. That's what I've been told. That's all.
Yep. Well,
That's all
Joey,
I've been told.
no one is harming you directly when they go and steal from your business, so you should just
That's
let them
true.
take those items.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep.
That's the truth.
It doesn't matter if they ransack your whole property and break your windows and doors and stuff like that, and then the insurance doesn't cover it and your life is ruined. That doesn't affect you. It doesn't affect you whatsoever.
Oh man, I remember getting in arguments with some Europeans over the George Floyd stuff. They're like, "You shouldn't have to kill someone just because they're trying to burn your business down." And I'm like, "What?" They're like, the insurance will cover it. I was like, the insurance will not cover loss of clients. You fucking morons.
Yeah, imagine those same people making the argument for the Palisades fire. Like, oh, why are you so upset that the state can't put out the fire? Your insurance will cover it. Like, no, they canceled 2 weeks before the fire.
There was a story on that. Like, maybe you guys spoke about it yesterday, where I think there was like some audio recording where they basically told them to like stand down for the fires.
No, I hadn't seen that.
Let me see if I can find it. Mike Cernovich was tweeting about it.
Yeah,
I never seen someone as hot or cold as Mike Cernovich when it comes to issues.
Hot or cold, as in like he's either spot on or he gets a 1 dice.
Yeah, he's like everyone talks about Ian being like that, but
I don't know. Ian is just out there. Like he's a cool guy, but he's got some out there opinions.
Ian just smoked a fucking doobie on your couch, and he's just like, bro.
He's just hanging out. He's like, what if, bro? What if Palestine became the 51st state, bro?
Hey, man. What if we make Palestine and Israel 51st state, bro?
Greater Israel could be the 51st state.
The United States of Israel.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, God, he retweets way too much. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find this.
Yeah. See, that's the problem with a lot of people. Dude, I had to unfollow so many people.
Oh, wait.
They be posting about nonsense.
The one thing that bothers me, and like I hate having to unfollow people, especially if they're like friends or friends of the show or whatever, or like people that I know from peripheral for the show. But like some people just fucking retweet everything, bro.
Yep.
And I'm just like, if you retweet everything, then nothing's important. Nothing's worth retweeting. So try to pick and choose your retweets carefully, man. Okay, I might have it in my likes area.
Oh, here's a big story. YouTube's giving me the business, I think. It says degraded. What does that mean?
Uh-oh. Degraded. I've been degraded.
I've been degraded. Well, as long as Rumble's working, that's what truly matters here. Let's see. Didn't the Supreme Court rule that they were the only court able to issue nationwide injunctions? Yes. They did. They did rule that. They ruled that random federal judges cannot rule for the entire country. That's not how that works. All right, let's pull up this story here. I want to get your thoughts on this, Mr. Cannoli. Let me pull this up for you as well. All right. We got this from the Gateway Pundit. It says, a matter of days or even hours, reports arise of impending U.S. attacks on drug cartel targets on Venezuelan soil. White House responds. So I've talked about this with some family and friends and stuff like that, and they've made the argument that what's it called, that Trump is bombing fishing boats and stuff like that. They brought that one up, and I was trying to convince them otherwise. They weren't having it. I do agree that Trump probably shouldn't be bombing these boats directly. We should track them, and then when they wind up on our shore, then you take them out. But just bombing them off the coast of a foreign country, like, the president's not really supposed to do that, and just because other presidents before him have done similar actions doesn't mean we should be okay with him doing it. I'm just like the tariffs. I'm in favor of stopping the cartels, but we need to do it in a way that's like follows the Constitution.
I sent you the link. Well, right. Not the link, the tweet, but whatever.
Well, we'll pull that one up next.
It's from the LA something Times or Post. I don't know. Is there an LA Post?
I think it's LA Times.
Yeah. Okay.
But
The news of record.
what are your thoughts on this, Joey? So apparently we're going to be doing a land invasion on Venezuela here soon.
Yeah, Trump's like, no airstrikes, and you're like, oh, go see, he's the president of peace.
Well, no,
Land
they
invasion.
plan on airstriking airports and ports, and then they would be seizing control of them.
Dude, this is I I don't know, man, because uh, there is a legitimate reason to do this, but it's just it, is it going to just be to take out these drug cartels or these gangs, Trende Aragua, or is it going to be used for more? Is this just the cover because they don't like the current
Right? Is
person in
this just
charge
a
of
regime
Venezuela?
change?
Because if you're telling me we're gonna like when I ingest say we should just invade and take over all of South America and Mexico, it's because I'm like we're just going to unite the American continent, and now we're not going to have to worry about borders because our border will be the water. But here it just seems like it's an excuse for regime change, and like he's kind of been even open about that regime change word. So
I mean,
I
they
don't
have
really.
a $50 million bounty on the president's head over there.
So it's like a regime change with a different coat of paint.
And then beyond that, Congress is not approving this. This is just Trump. So like, are we supposed to just be okay with another president starting a war, even though we've complained about it by all these other presidents that didn't get congressional approval?
Well, the way it works is if Donald Trump says it's okay to do, then I trust Donald Trump because so it must be okay to do.
I guess so, right? Look, guys, we have. It's sad. It's really sad that we have to say this every time, Joey. But I did not vote for Kamala. I voted for Donald Trump. But that does not mean I'm not going to be critical of him when he's doing wrong. The tariffs are unconstitutional. The bombing of these boats are unconstitutional. The planned invasion onto Venezuelan soil is unconstitutional, regardless if you agree with the actions or not. And I primarily do agree with a lot of what he's doing. I just don't agree about the method that he's doing it because it's breaking from the Constitution, just like all these other presidents that we've complained about in the past. We can't be like, oh, Barack Obama was killing Americans and overseas, and he did the most drone strikes of any president in modern history. But it's okay now that we have Trump in office, he can go do his own version of that.
It's not that like it's not that Jesus, can you get off me, bro? Do you not see that there's not a lack of space here? Christ.
Need a kennel for your cat like my dog.
It's not so much that like okay, so Rachel, you've seen pictures of I'm sure the drug boats actually exist. It's more so is like, is this just an excuse to do regime change? And he'll be like, well, see, this is a really good excuse to do regime change, and maybe it is a good excuse, but it's still regime change nonetheless.
The Monroe Doctrine? I don't know what the Monroe Doctrine is.
The Monroe Doctrine was to stay out of business in Europe, I believe. I don't know if that has anything to do with the. Let's see. Let me type it. Oop, that's not what I hit.
So while you're saying that though, is look, I get the argument that people are making, like, why are we bombing these drug boats? I don't want them coming to the United States either, but I think we need to be actually defending our borders. Right now, we're over there in we're off the coast of Venezuela bombing these boats. I think we need to wait until they're like in our like actual territory before we start bombing them. We have all this government technology. They're tracking these boats. Wait for them to get closer, and then they're like, "Oh, you entered our territory. You're not communicating. Bomb." Then you would have justification. Like, I don't think it's that hard to just wait. Just wait for them to get closer. Then they're in our territory. They're not communicating. They have illegal drugs. Bomb them then. Why are you bombing them in international waters? Why are you bombing them off the coast of Venezuela? He's using war powers that are not actually afforded to him.
Okay, so the Monroe Doctrine apparently is position that opposes European colonialism in the Western Hemisphere. It holds that any intervention in the political affairs of the Americas by foreign powers is a potentially hostile act against the United States. So what does the Monroe Doctrine have to do with is Europe trying to do anything in Venezuela?
I don't know. Maybe the argument is China. China's supplying them their drugs and stuff.
Well, in fairness, the Monroe Doctrine says European colonialism. It says nothing about Asian colonialism.
Okay. Well, then I don't know. Either way, like
It says nothing about the Eastern Hemisphere interfering with the Western Hemisphere. It just says the European colonialism.
well, and then why are we not bombing the Mexican cartels?
Another brilliant oversight by our founding fathers.
Why are we not bombing the Mexican cartels? Why are we going all the way down to Venezuela to do it?
Because we're going to work with Mexico to do that, even though most of Mexico is bought off by the cartel.
Yeah, even though most of Mexico is bought off by the cartel, and the cartel actually is the one like doing the primary bulk of the human trafficking on our border. You know, those people. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe Trump doesn't want to blow up a truck of Mexican cartel members, and then it's like, oh, there was a bunch of sex trafficking victims on the truck. That would not look good in the press.
Maybe Call of Duty needs to put out a propaganda video game where it's invading the Mexican cartel and it's just like ground troops into Mexico. You just got to get people comfortable with the idea.
Perhaps. So here, I haven't even read the article. So the escalation is continuing in the anti-cartel operations in Latin America with drug boat attacks, and the deployment of the largest force to the region since the darkest days of the Cold War. Yesterday, the Wall Street Journal reported that Donald J. Trump his administration had identified targets in Venezuela that include military facilities used to smuggle drugs. Air and missile strikes are expected to force the hand of Venezuela leader Nicolas Maduro to step down. See, look, they even say it right here. They just want him to step down. They want the Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro to step down. And don't get me wrong, Nicolas Maduro's a bad guy. But this is, again, the United States using its power and using its force that we have to enact regime change. Because, and like Joey brought up, that's an excellent point. Is it that Trump is actually worried about the drugs coming into the country, or is he using it as an excuse to invade the country and get regime change?
Well, actually, yeah, I don't know. And it's hard to like, I can't just give him the benefit of the doubt, unfortunately, anymore.
They said, what the fuck, Tyler, your hair? Look, my hair is laid down because I am shaggy today. I'm shaggy. I don't have my hair back today.
Everyone forgets that it's Halloween today.
I know. Look, do you not see the green shirt? I'm shaggy today. Anyway, or maybe I need to shave a little bit. I'll do that after the show.
Well, not really. You're fine.
I mean, it looks fine, I guess. But anyway, while the president hasn't made any final decision on ordering land strikes.
Is your girlfriend Daphne then?
No, she's Velma. Why would she be Daphne?
Oh, I don't know. Why would she be Velma?
Because Velma and Shaggy actually date in the show.
What show? The
Scooby-Doo?
Original Scooby-Doo?
Yeah, I think it's what's new Scooby-Doo. They have a relationship.
Well, that doesn't count. That's not the original.
Okay, well,
if it wasn't made by Hanna-Barbera, it doesn't count.
I don't know. It's the one I used to watch as a kid.
Let's see.
And they've always like flirted and stuff. Anyway, this is.
She should be dressing up like Scoob.
Dressing up like Scoob? No, we need to freaking dye my puppy all brown. She was talking about bringing her other dog, and she's like, "Oh, he could be Scoob." I was like, "He's way too small. He could be Scrappy." She's like, "Wow."
When did this show come out?
So they have this. The Wall Street Journal reported
2002 to 2006. It was infected with woke propaganda. That doesn't count.
Whatever, Joey.
Woke propaganda. 2002, 2006. Come on, bro.
That's right before I was born. While the president hasn't made a final decision on ordering land strikes, the officials said a potential air campaign would focus on targets that sit at the nexus of the drug gangs and the Maduro regime. Trump and his senior aides have been particularly focused on settling Maduro. Unsettling Maduro as the U.S. military has attacked boats allegedly carrying drugs in the Caribbean and Eastern Pacific Ocean. Do you think all of the boats have been drug boats, or do you think they fucked up a couple times?
Given the track record of this country, they probably fucked up a couple of times. Probably just some fishing boat or something. No, man, we don't have these drugs here, man.
That's what I've been told by people of the opposite political persuasion in my family. They said that he's destroyed some fishing boats.
Well, there's no way they could know that either, though.
Yeah, it's
But
it's
we
all
can make it.
it's all speculation. We're only going off of what the government's telling us, and we all know the government lies. But that doesn't mean they're that just because the government lies and we all know they lie doesn't mean they're wrong when they put something out. Which
Right.
is something that something that can be a little confusing. Like, don't always trust the government, but just because the government's saying something doesn't mean what they're saying is wrong. um, Of course, the Wall Street Journal has just been named by Trump as fake news, and their reports need to be considered under great scrutiny and not believed right away. Well, neither should yours, Gateway Pundit. But anyway, however, the Miami Herald also reported on this, and what's more indicates that the decision to strike has been taken and the attacks are imminent. So, wait. So the Gateway Pendant is saying that the decision to strike has already been taken and that the attacks are imminent. So we are attacking. We are going to invade Venezuela. That's basically what they're reporting.
Wonderful.
And of course, they put this out on a Friday, which is also a holiday where news goes to die. Of course.
I wonder. Maybe I should stream the Scooby Doo game on the Super Nintendo.
That'd be actually pretty fire. You should do that today for Halloween. I'll watch that.
It's not on my thumbnail though.
We gotta do a spooky, scary game like Repo.
We did last night.
I know, but we should play it again because that was fun.
We probably will.
Well, I can't play tonight.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna be hanging out with the family and trick or treating.
that's tough.
That's tough. Anyway, the Trump administration has made the decision to attack military installations inside Venezuela, and the strike could come at any moment. Sources with the knowledge of the situation told the Miami Herald, as the U.S. prepares to initiate the next stage of its campaign against the Souls drug cartel. How much longer is the article? Okay, article's almost over. We'll read the rest of it. Here's a picture of the looks like one of the fleet. Breaking: the Trump administration has reportedly authorized strikes on Venezuelan military sites, with the attacks expected to begin at any time, according to the Miami Herald. Again, Trump does not have the authority to declare war. He can't just be like, yeah, go strike this country. I mean, he did it with Iran, but he technically wasn't supposed to do that either. Or correct me if I'm wrong. Is it because the government is shut down that he can just go do this? Is that another one of the plays here?
I don't think that's how it works.
I didn't think that's how it worked either. Just wanted to check.
You know, I do believe that we're due. I don't know. I think we need to wait for the. Wait for the what? No, we have to. Sorry, I was just typing something and I said wait, and now my brain said wait instead of. I think we need to update. I think we need a constitutional update. I don't really think. How do I say this? There's no saving. There's no going back to the Constitution. There's no going back to the way things used to be without having some sort of a fresh coat of paint update. I don't know. I battled back and forth over tearing the system down or not, and like the way that everything is set up is like you almost have to kind of continue to go along with the bullshit because with all the new modern day technologies that require maintenance and social programs and even the legitimate potential social programs, like if all that just stops, then everything collapses anyway. So it's just like our play. It's like such a catch-22. So it's either we can continue to dabble in the system or just, tear it down and build it up. But with that process of tearing it down and building it up, there's going to be so much damage, and the globalists are going to be able to use that against us as well by using, their power in the media that they'll still have by going, see, look what they did to you. Look what they did to your lives. Look how much worse they made it by trying to tear the system down. But then they're going to convince people to be like, see, we were really helping you. You were living this life of comfort, and now you're struggling because they wanted to tear the system down. So then I'm like, it's almost like we have to dabble in this damn system, I guess.
Well, and then Shitty Gov brings up an excellent point. The U.S. government can bomb people in other countries with little to no notice or pushback, but they can't arrest allies or politicians who blatantly broke the law. Seems about right.
That's the system that we have to dabble in, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, and then Bach brought up another excellent point. This is another aspect of it. This is partially a flex to China and Russia, trying to tell them to stop fucking around in the Americas. I mean, maybe that could be another aspect of it. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't. I want the drugs to stop coming into the country, but I feel like this is another one of those things where the government created the problem and now they're using the problem to justify regime change and more wars.
It feels that way.
So like
I don't
while
want it to be,
I'm
but
in
it feels that
favor of
way.
stopping the cartels, I'm in favor of stopping the human and drug trafficking. I just can't help but feel like that we caused this in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Absolutely.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on to the thingamajigger you sent me. Did you send it to me on X? Yes, yes, you did. Oh wait, why do I not? Why do I not see it? It says I have a
Yeah.
message, but it doesn't pop up. There we go. It refreshed.
It's in our chat, not our news chat with Storky Dork.
Storky dork.
Mm-hmm.
He's a enemy of the state anyway. Oh wait, this Los Angeles Times. I have to pay.
Oh well. The
Wait,
headline.
here. Wait, hang on. I know a way around this. Let me go to Yahoo News. And then what you do is you search up Palisades. Yeah, Palisades fire. And then I bet you it'll show the LA Times article somewhere. Yep. And I got it for free. It's so ridiculous that you could... Dude, Yahoo News is going to get in trouble for that at some point, I swear.
Just don't tell anybody.
Don't tell anyone.
Keep it a secret between all of us.
That is it letting me? No. Oh, wait, no, it's not doing it. It's not doing the thing. Come on, Yahoo News. It's not letting me pull it up. It's doing a thing now. It's fine. Let's see. I do have one other story that we could talk about. It's that one that I sent you where you're like, what the fuck?
What the hell?
What the hell? Is it forcing regime change if you flex your economic economic power, but only that? Is it forcing regime change if you flex your economic power, but only flex your economic power? Yes, if you tariff a country to oblivion and stop other countries from trading with them to force a regime change, yeah. You can still use your massive economy to force countries to do things. Yes.
Yeah, I guess the only thing I would see differently about that is if the starting point, like for example, like if you're subsidizing these countries, they're not owed that subsidization.
Yeah.
So boom, regime, like, oh well, is it regime change if we're just taking away something that we had previously given that we shouldn't have given? Then I'm fine with that. But if you're talking about like we have a well-established trade deal that actually makes sense, and now it's just like we're going to take that away so you can have regime change, or we're going to use our propaganda to make sure that, or we're going to say that, we're not going to let any Americans travel here. And like, if it's like a tourist rich and our economy's built off that, like you can't travel here because we want regime change. I guess there's other ways to do it. But like, if you're talking about like, we've subsidized the whole country based off of us sending our manufacturing there, and now we're going to take that back, I wouldn't consider that flexing economic muscles. I'd consider that not being retarded.
I mean, we shouldn't have done it in the first place, right?
Mm-hmm. So if it's one of those types of things where we shouldn't have done it in the first place, that's fine. But if it's one of those types of things where it's like we're just going to use our, hey, listen, kid, you're going to do that thing, right?
Do the thing, right?
No.
Must find the what? The Grawl? I'm blind. I can't read my small ass chat.
Looks like it says Grawl.
It looks like it says Grawl. Son of Wiggum said, "Sorry, I'm being a jerk today. I will stop." What do you mean you're being a jerk? I haven't been reading the chat much today, guys. You guys are popping off in the chat. If you want me to read your chat, you gotta send in a Rumble rant. No,
I'm a big professional, huh?
Yeah, I haven't been reading the chat much, probably because I can't even really see it. I gotta squint. Anyway, do we own the Panama Canal again? Whatever happened to that
I bet he
whole
leased it
deal?
to China or some shit. What
They like
happened
leased
there?
it to China. I think we own like a port. We don't own the Panama Canal. We own a port there, and we're like helping defend it now or something. I don't know. It's all fake and gay.
Archaic spelling of Grail. Okay.
Oh,
Growl.
brawl.
Growl.
Lol, making sort of borderline. Wait, making sort of borderline stuff. I thought it was funny, but it isn't awesome. Okay, Wiggum. Um, we need the holy hand grenade of
Oh,
Antioch.
he was making it. He was making a joke. He's like, my baby would never break into another country and take it over. He is a good boy who never did nothing.
You talking?
My baby, my beautiful baby,
You talking about the Clintons? Are you talking about
my
Obama? Or are you talking about
baby.
Bush? Are you talking about Trump? Who are we talking about?
I think he's making a spoof on them fat black women that'd be like, my baby would never do that.
They would never steal from someone after not getting food stamps. They would
He
never.
would never do that. He's not even like that.
Not even like that. I sent this story to Joey the other day. So we could talk about it today, right here, now, on the show. Joey just read the title, and he said, what the fuck? Because he was playing Repo, so I doubt he actually read the article.
No.
So this is from the New York Post. Texas maintenance workers poisoned by fentanyl-laced flyer outside a library. Have you ever heard of stuff like this, Joey? Because I brought this up on, what was it? I forget whose show I was on.
Laced flyer.
Yeah, but they don't just do it with fentanyl. I know fentanyl is one of the methods that they use, but there's like there's certain things that people will put on money and flyers and like stuff outside of grocery stores in order to drug you. And then after that, they take advantage of you, or they steal your money, or they steal your groceries or whatever. But I'm just curious because apparently not a lot of people have heard about this. Because it'll be like this: you park your car, go into the grocery store, go shopping, and then you come back out, and there happens to be a $10, $20 bill next to your car folded up, and then you reach for it, pick it up, and then you get the stuff on your hands, and you immediately start getting sick.
My mom's told me about that. She's like, if you ever see money, I'm like, I don't have the car. I don't have to worry about it.
Right. Well, it's just something that people have to worry about because I don't know, people are fucking crazy, and I've said this before during like gun debates and stuff because people are always like, oh, you know, we need gun control, whatever, yada yada, and it's like, guys, you can take household products, make certain chemicals, and then lace them around town, and people touch them and they will get sick and possibly die. Like, there's other ways if you're trying to. Point is, mass shootings aren't the best way to do things like that. But people they sleep on chemicals. They don't think about them. But then you have things like this. Criminals will use them for robbing people and stuff. And so apparently here that they had fentanyl laced flyers outside of a library. 2 workers fell ill after being handed a fentanyl-laced flyer outside of a Texas library, according to authorities. Look, Joey, so many things happened in Texas. The pair of Montgomery County workers told police that they were approached around 2:25 p.m. Tuesday by a woman in the parking lot of R.B. Tullis Library in New Caney, who handed them a damp, pink-tinted flyer. Precinct 4 Constable Rowdy Hayden said in a statement, "Dude, someone's handing me a damp-looking flyer. I'm not taking it. I don't want your wet flyer, dude."
It's like, why does that flyer look pink?
Why does it look pink and, like, what are you handing it? What does it even say on here? Are you deceived by the false prophets in the last days? Is that what it said? That's the title of the flyer. And then it looks like they have Bible verses on here. Yeah, Isaiah.
False prophet.
I don't know. Well, it's Joseph Shermer, of course. But
I uploaded that segment to YouTube the other day.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, so apparently
there's an update on him too. Apparently.
So stay tuned after the show. I want to hear about this. Or you can bring it up on the show after we're done with the article. But about 30 minutes after they received these flyers, the employees began feeling shaky, dizzy, and experienced hot flashes. Cops said. After bringing the suspicious paper to the constable's office, an evidence technician tested it and confirmed the presence of fentanyl. The letter appeared to contain a typed religious message according to the photos released by Public. But religious people can never do anything wrong, Joey, and they don't even like drugs. They won't even let you do marijuana. Like, why would they do fentanyl? Why would they give you fentanyl?
Here's some Fetty,
You
Fenty
don't
Wap.
believe in Christ the Lord? Here's some Fetty. Authorities urged residents to proceed with caution if offered any sketchy items. I mean, you should always proceed with caution if someone's handing you something. You don't know where it's been. You don't know who this person is. We urge everyone to exercise caution and avoid accepting items from unknown individuals in public settings. If you see something suspicious, please report it immediately. See something, say something, Joey. And I thought all of our parents taught us. I thought they taught us the stranger danger, man. Stranger danger. You're getting handed a damp flyer by a stranger. You need to be danger.
Stranger danger.
Stranger danger. Wait, what? Nile Red is my favorite chemistry YouTube channel. Check him out. Is that what it says? Yeah, Nile Red. Yeah, chemistry YouTuber. All right. But anyway,
He's like, let me show you guys how to really make fentanyl.
Homemade fentanyl, folks. Fentanyl, a powerful synthetic opioid, can be lethal even in minuscule doses. Retired Houston police officer Mark Steffens told ABC 13 that the tainted flyer case is an example of how dangerous accidental exposure to the drug can be. You can't just trust anyone anymore, especially when it comes to fentanyl. It's a deadly drug that can get into your system just by a touch. I've seen officers go unconscious because the wind blew and they inhaled the powder. It's a deadly, deadly drug. The condition of 2 employees who were identified to the outlet as maintenance workers is not immediately clear. The incident remains under investigation. So yeah, I wonder if they're even gonna find this woman. Well, Joey, just like you send the only way this would ever get me is if Joey walked up to me and handed me a fentanyl flyer. Just like when he sent me that tainted link on Steam. That's the only way I would ever fall for it.
Hey, can you vote for my Counter-Strike friend?
Hey, can you sniff this white powder?
Can you sniff this fat grease from your George Foreman grill?
Dare just taught a whole generation how to hide their drugs, according to Fishy. Dare being the initiative to stop drug use and by like the youth and stuff.
The youth. Well, I gotta get my cat before he does mayhem.
Well, Joey's gonna go get his cat before he does mayhem. What all are you guys saying in the chat? Let me expand the chat so I could actually read it. Okay, I still can't read it. Daddy government. Got like hair in my mouth. There we go. I finally got it. Keep getting there's hair all over my room now because of this new puppy. It's ridiculous. What are you guys saying in the chat? I played with mercury when I was little. I am immune to treachery such as drug-laced papers and such. It's my superpower. Don't be so naive, Shitty Gov. This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. Cooked. Cooked. Your brain on drugs is cooked. Does this cocaine smell like cocaine to you? Does this rag smell like chloroform to you? Perhaps. Perhaps. Let me get a sniff. I will check. What else you guys saying? We must find the Grawl. We read that one already. Archaic spelling of Grail. Lol, making a sort of borderline stuff. We need the holy hand grenade. You're good. I say stupid shit in the chat all day. Day. Daddy government. Oh yes, of course. They do it with the car handles too. That's a good point, Mighty P. They put it under the car handles as well. And that's another way that they get you. So that it doesn't even have to be something that you pick up on the floor. It could be it could just be as simple as they lace your freaking door handles, man. Let's see. We all just need some good old Dare videos. No, we don't. No, we do not. Well, anyway, I'm waiting for Joey to come back, and then we'll wrap up the show. Let me see if I could find a good like spooky song to end out with. Let's see. Halloween. No copyright. I don't want any copyright. No copyrighted music. Let's see. I mean, I did have a good one to start with. I'll probably just do the one that I started with too.
Copy that, Roger.
Copy that, Roger. No, I got a Halloween music to end out the show. I was gonna start wrapping up, so I can go make my clips and stuff and get ready for the rest of the day. Are you gonna go play Vigima games, Joey?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well
Oh, hell yeah.
I will stall until Joey gets his Vigima games up and ready. So
Oh,
Joey,
hell yeah, sir.
you want to do your
Wait,
closer, Joey Cannoli, or you can set up while you're hanging out.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh hell yeah, brother. So Joey, what games are you gonna be playing today, brother? Are you gonna play that Scooby Doo game, or what are you playing?
Maybe, but I'm going to start with Yakuza.
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 Yakuza. All right, stream's already started.
I has an okay-ish brain. It's all good. All right, shitty cup. All right.
No, you don't. Why are you lying to people? You don't have an anything brain.
You don't have anything, but it's all air up there, empty-headed.
It's all air in the brain.
All right, Joey said he's getting his stuff set up. Let me go find the Joey.
I already have it up.
Are you live right now, Joey? Are you cross streaming? You crossing the
With
stream?
just 2 simple clicks, a man can go live. He can't schedule 2 streams at once, but he can go live.
But the man can go live. Well, live free, Joey. Live free. If you want to do a closer, and then I'll play a little minute Halloween song to wrap things up. Thank you for joining me today, by the way, Joey. It's nice to have guests on the show every now and again. Maybe in my new time slot at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard, I'll get more guests now.
Yeah, maybe I'll try not to go to bed and get 4 hours of sleep.
Is that what happened last night?
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this show.
You're like, fuck, I told Tyler I was gonna be on in the morning.
Yeah, and then I just wasn't like sleeping well. I was just fucking kept waking up, and I'm just like, oh brother.
Well, don't worry, you're back over 601 followers.
Yay! It's because I rated that chick last night who said she'll play repo with us later.
Oh, sick!
Well,
I didn't see
not,
that.
Not with you, of course, but
I had to go to bed. Why? Am I is it because I'm racist?
No, it's because you're like hanging with family and lame stuff like that.
Oh yeah, tonight. Yeah, I am. Well, we'll see what's going on. We'll see what's going on.
What a loser.
We'll see what's going on. Perhaps I will join and just not stream. We'll see. We'll see.
Okay, perhaps.
Perhaps. I might. We'll see what's going on. I need to go make food, but I might go do a game stream in a little while too. Because the girlfriend has work, so she's not even gonna be back till like 10 o'clock.
Tell her to just quit, bro.
She just started yesterday.
Tell her to quit already.
No.
It's not a woman's place to be working.
Our sergeant said that you guys aren't gonna play with me because I'm black.
True.
That's true. Thanks for the news. No sleep till Brooklyn. Oh, that's a classic right there. You didn't even spell it right, but I knew what you were saying. Working is for white people. Isn't that right? That's why I'm gonna stop working right now since I'm so black. Guys, go go watch Joey Cannoli. And later, Joey, you have a good one. All right, and then I forgot to do / raid and raid out to Joey Cannoli. All right, later, guys. Here is the Halloween music to close out, and then I have a fancy schmancy background image that I did. If you guys can see, it's got Halloween decorations today. I did that just for you guys for Halloween. All right, later, guys. Have a good one. Thanks for watching, and go hang out with Joey Cannoli. Later, guys.